Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 11 of my Monaco career mode. Now in today's episode, we're going to be getting into the January transfer window. We're also going to be playing a couple of games as well alongside that. But first of all, we do have some player development to do. We are going to go ahead and just go with the exact same 5 drills, I think, for this week. Still trying to train up these 5 players, or 4 players I should say, and try and improve them, hopefully, to make them better players going into the new year. Before we get too far into things though, if we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It'll be absolutely fantastic, and I would really appreciate it if you could go ahead and do that. But yeah, we do have our young goalkeeper there going up to 69 overall. It's gone up 3 overall since we started training, which is good. And yeah, we do have to get ourselves into the January transfer window to try and make some signings, maybe sell some players as well. We'll wait and see exactly what happens. First of all, though, I do have a scout report coming back on a player that I've been scouting recently. He's from Montpellier, he's Algerian, and he actually looks pretty decent. I was just looking at maybe a potential centre attacking mid, and we are going to be maybe looking at him. We need to obviously make some money before we're able to sign him because he's quite expensive. But I just thought we don't really have any centre attacking mid, so I just thought, why not? Let's see what comes back of that. But like I say, again, we need some more money to be able to try and put any bids in right now. We've also got a youth player wanting out, Arnold Gurin or something or other. Let's wait and see what is wrong with him. Basically, he's just annoyed that he's not been promoted yet, and he can be as annoyed as he wants because I'm going to release him. Not looking good enough. We decided last episode that there's actually only a couple of players I want to get rid of that I'm going to transfer list. So we don't really have much of an opportunity to make any money here. That's the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about at the moment. I suppose we could probably get rid of Raggy, and I'll go through the rest of the team now, just to make sure there's any other players that maybe we could sell and get some money for. There's also potentially Jaman as well, but other than that, I don't think there's anybody else I'm interested in getting rid of. It's kind of mixed opinions on whether I should get rid of Jaman or not. Some people say keep him, others saying get rid of him. But I will list Raggy. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I've been really disappointed when he's played recently. Positioning has been dreadful. It's a shame to do that because he is obviously one of the senior members of this team, and is potentially quite well liked by quite a few people. But we are going to do that change because I think from an on-the-pitch perspective, he's not been good enough for us when he's played, and he has actually played quite a few games, so he's had plenty of time to prove his worth, and I just don't think he's going to be good enough for us. We've got monthly scouting update. Now, I usually don't show you guys exactly the growth of the people in my youth academy, but we are actually going to do it this time because there's some decent players in our youth academy at the moment. We've got this guy here, he looks fairly decent potential. I've also got another guy as well, right back here, left-footed right back, which is obviously a little bit awkward. But this goalkeeper in particular looks really, really good, very high potential, stats already, not looking too bad for his age. And another guy here that we've got, again, looking pretty decent. We've got some decent players here, another 15-year-old this time with a great potential. So quite a few decent options for us. Again here, Christoph looking pretty good, but just not quite of the age to be able to promote him. And yeah, eventually we will obviously try and get some of these players into the team. It's more likely going to be next season, I think, than this season. But for now, we need to do some more player development, and I would say put in some bids for some players, but obviously we don't have any money, so can't really do anything about that at the moment. Let's see how we get on this week. Not as good as last week, but hopefully next week we should have Lamar going up and also our young goalkeeper as well. So we're kind of at a stage really in the transfer window where we've just got to wait for offers to come in for our players, whether it be players that we've listed or not listed. We've actually got some transfer offers in here, but first of all, a final scout report on Yuri Tillemans. Usually I'd completely stay away from Tillemans because I think he's quite an unoriginal transfer to sign. I know a lot of people really like him, and quite rightly as well, because he's a fantastic player with really, really good potential, but everyone signs him. The only reason why I'm actually considering him for this one is because Monaco have actually been heavily rumoured to be signing him in the summer. That's the only reason why I'm considering him here. 79 overall, and is looking, obviously, as we expected, very, very good, with really good potential, but again, might not be someone that I'll sign now, might be at the end of the season, in line with what Monaco are expected to do as well. We do have player conversations. Fabinho would like to leave the club. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. I know some people suggested to send him out on loan, and then recall him, and that'll kind of correct things, apparently. We might give that a go, actually. But we've got some transfer offers in here, and one of them is actually for Fabinho, so we'll take a look at it, see what it's like. Manchester City, £19.5 million. Okay, we know with Man City we can obviously ask for a lot of money, but I think we'll have to counter-offer something just to kind of delay things a little bit. He's homesick, so what more can you do than move further away from your home? Move to England instead. So counter-offer I don't know how much to counter offer. Okay, just because I really want to stall things and potentially even put Man City off, I'm going to ask for £55 million. I don't expect them to match it, although it's Man City, who knows what will happen. And we've also got another player putting a bid for here, one of our young goalkeepers, but he's just not good enough for his age, really. So we're going to counter offer what he's worth, and hopefully this team will come back and match it. Okay, so sadly I can't list Fabinho for loan because we've got a deal that's already pending with Man City now, so we've got to wait until that one breaks down for us in order for us to be able to list him for loan. So it's looking less likely now that we're going to be able to get him out the door on loan, but we're going to try and do that anyway. Atalanta are coming and putting a bid for Raggi. Again, it's under what he's worth, and we're going to ask for £3.2 million. He's unhappy. Seems like he potentially wants to leave as a result of that, and I think quite rightly we should allow him to leave. We've got to look for someone to come in and try and replace him. We've got 4 centre-backs at the moment. I'd like a 5th, ideally. I'm not too sure there's anybody from the Youth Academy that can play centre-back. Otherwise, they would just come into the team, but there's not. So we're going to have to look into the market, I think, for a new centre-back. Transfer in for another one of our players. Another player that we're trying to get rid of. A striker that I've never used before. 22 years old, 62 overall. Not great. And I'm not too sure, actually, who's putting a bid here. Helsinki? So maybe one of these. That's Sweden? Or is Norway? Norway, maybe. So yeah, we are going to ask for 400 grand. A little bit over what it's worth, but I'm just going to ask for it anyway. And see what they come back and say. Damn, it's Finland, Helsinki. Oh no. Fabinho must be sold. Damn. That's sounding a little bit like the board are going to put him up for sale or going to sell him themselves. It's never good when that happens. We've got a transfer for him for Fabinho. Manchester United wanting to come in now and try and sign him. Again, they're going to get a similar sort of response from us, and I think it's going to be £55 million. It's a lot of money. I'm not expecting to match it, but I've got to try and delay things a little bit. Or say at the same time, I've got to also try and get him out the door for a reasonable price. It's a difficult one, this one. We might have to deal with the board just selling him. Okay, Man City have come back and said not worth that much. Yeah, it's a really awkward deal, this one, because I've got a feeling the board are going to sell him for less than what he's worth, but our hands are completely tied with Manchester United also putting in a bid. Maybe I could have rejected it and just waited and see whether I could put him out for loan, possibly. Got to wait and see exactly what happens now. I just hope that the board give us a little bit of time just to be able to hopefully give us to the end of the month to try and get rid of him. But we'll wait and see exactly what happens. A bid in for Torre, not a player I'm looking to get rid of. Straight away just going to reject that one, no interest whatsoever in allowing him to leave. Want to try and keep as many of the players possible that are currently in the Monaco team still on the side. Again, we've got Atalanta coming back and not really doing anything, I don't think, to their offer. We're just going to ask for what he's worth this time, and if they don't match it, they can go. And I'll do exactly the same. We'll just ask for what he's worth, and again, if they don't decide to match it, then we won't sell him to them. Okay, Helsinki have come back and said they don't believe that our striker is actually worth that much. So that deal broke down pretty quickly. Man United have come back and said they don't believe Fabinho is worth that much, as we expected to happen, to be honest. Jemison wants to discuss wages. Not an ideal time, I don't have any money anyway. Thing is, also the Fabinho deal, if we loan him out, are we going to have enough money to get him back in? That's the other issue I've got to deal with. We'd obviously have to get rid of Raggi in order to be able to do that. So we'll say a 1 year, or maybe actually a short-term loan. We'll go short-term loan. See whether anyone comes in to sign him. I don't know how often this happens with the bigger players, so we're not really too sure what can happen here. But hopefully if I loan him out and recall him, then we'll be able to have the player sort of reset his morale. Hopefully that happens. We'll wait and see exactly what does happen in the future, but we do have more player drills to do this week, and we're going to wait and see how we get on. Mbappe looked close to going up, and he will go up on some of his stats, and we've also got the young goalkeeper there going up yet again, this time to 70 overall. Malcolm gets close to 81, and Lamar so close to 83. Okay, we're getting rid of one of our goalkeepers for 350 grand. They've matched the amount that we asked for, and he should go in the next few days. Approaching this game against Nice now in the quarterfinals, a huge rivalry between Monaco and Nice, so we've got to make sure that we get through to the next round, into the semi-finals. And Atalanta come back and say they'll pay £2.7 million for Raggi. We're going to ask for 3. Not really happy with selling him for less than what he's worth, but we're going to again pursue that one, and it might be the only way of us getting rid of Raggi, so we've got to try and do it somehow, I think. On to this game now against Nice, though. Let's decide on the team I'll put out. Okay, this is the time I'm going to go with for the game against Nice. Now, because we've got a game against Marseille in the league in about 3 or 4 days' time, we have to weaken their team here. Subasic will start in goal, Torres going to start at right back, Jemison and Diallo playing at centre back there, Jorge at the left-hand side of defence. We've got 2 Sart and Fabinho playing as holding midfielders, potentially Fabinho's last game, obviously. He might well stay for a little bit longer, who knows. Lamar on the left-hand side, Dira on the right-hand side, Boschilla in behind Mbappe, who starts up front. This is the bench I've gone with, plenty of different options on there. Obviously, Germain and Nketiah likely to come on if we were to be winning this game, just to rest the key players in the squad. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. Had to put out a weakened side, sadly, because obviously prioritising the league at the moment, although we would like to also get through into the next round here against Nice. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, here we go. We've got ourselves kick-off here. We're at home for this match against Nice. We need to just get through into this round. I've no idea actually whether you can have a second leg or not in this cup. Not too sure how it works in the French cups. But yeah, essentially we just need to get ourselves a win and we'll focus on doing that. Long ball there to Lamar. He brought them down really, really well. Mbappe obviously not going to give us much height in the middle. So I'll bring it back round to Toussaint. Good early start here, keeping possession well for now. Good bit of movement. Oh, what a chance for Toussaint. Ran through there. Brilliant bit of build-up play, and it had to be saved by the goalkeeper. Okay, the shot was fairly weak in the end, but it's enough to cause a corner. Torre will head it, and it's bundled into the back of the net by Jemison. What a start to this match in the opening 5 minutes. Jemison getting the first goal, and very, very happy with the way that we've started this game. Very, very quick against Nice, and we've managed to put ourselves on the lead. What a start this is. Winning everything at the moment. Jemison taking a chance, gambling at the back post. Dante is unable to turn quickly enough and just kind of watches it go in the back of the net. It's 1-0. What a start this has been. Nice starting to open our midfield up a little bit. A bit disappointing how we're defending this through our midfield at the moment. Need our wingers to come back and help a little bit more. Duran not doing a very good job of that here. Fabinho and we've also got Toussaint trying to defend through the centre. It's not quite working well enough. Everyone's out of position. Gets blocked. A hectic start for our defence here. Nice have gone and got themselves a corner and might have a chance to equalise here. Good delivery into the box. Subasic should get there and does. Got ourselves a free kick opportunity here. We'll see what we can try and do. I do like to do some sort of fancy kind of runs here into the front post sometimes. This one might work. Torre's in there. Gets beaten to it by the goalkeeper. Another free kick. Nice being quite physical early on here, causing us some issues in that department. Long ball in. Can we have an overhead kick? Oh, great opportunity. Decent ball into the back post. I think it was Fabinho that headed it down. And sadly, Duran couldn't quite direct the overhead kick towards goal. Got past us too easily there. Way too easy again, but what a save from Subasic. Really good save. It should be 1-1 here. Nice should have equalised. Can't believe how poorly we have defended that. Good delivery, poor defending. Twice that has happened, and they should have scored 2 goals. The defending there is absolutely shambolic. I don't know how I can defend that because I'm not in control of the guy that's marking him there. He's just obviously gliding himself. I think that might be Toussaint. Just doesn't stick the man. And Torre doesn't come over and cover. That's just poor defending, and it happened earlier on and Subasic saved us. He can't save us there, and it's 1-1. That's terrible. Shouldn't allow that to happen. But like I said, I don't know what more I can do in that position because the defenders are obviously in trouble or in the wrong positions. But then when Toussaint comes to cover, he's got to stick to him, and he doesn't. So I don't really know how I can control him because I wasn't in control there. But yeah, 1-1, half-time. Disappointing way to end the first half. Happened to be on the stroke of half-time, as goals often are on this game. But we'll wait and see what comes of the second half. We need to improve defensively, been shocking at times. And we need to be much better. Also creating chances as well. Mbappe needs to give us something up front. Okay, an early change. Mbappe is actually going to come off. I've got a game against Marseille to prepare for. And Germain's going to come on. So we're going to try and do that. Mbappe really struggling up there by himself. Or it feels like he's by himself. Boschilla struggling to help out as well. Germain came on in the last episode for Mbappe early on in the game. And he did a fantastic job. So we're hoping that he can do exactly the same. But look at this again. Why isn't Jorge following that guy? He's got to be better, and that is just wasteful again. Poor defending here. We've got to improve there. Oh, lovely turn from Mbappe. Go on, Mbappe! Oh, deflects out. And that is now he can finally go off. We've been waiting for the change for 10 minutes. But a lovely little flick over Dante here. And the shot in the end just deflects. I'm not too sure it's going on target anyway. But it's a corner, and Lamar hoping to cause some issues again from this corner. We have done. It's 2-1. Another corner has caused Nice some issues there. Who is it this time? Is it Toussaint by any chance? It looks like it is. But it's 2-1, and I think it is Toussaint that got the headed goal there. Fantastic stuff. Again from another corner. I don't know why we've caused some issues from corners in this game, because we never do cause the opposition any issues from set pieces. And that's a fantastic flick on, and it's 2-1. Got ourselves back in the lead. Really, really good header. Our next change, Nketiah's going to come on. We are going to take off Boschilla, moving Nketiah a little bit further back into midfield to help out. Almost a 5-man midfield to try and give us a bit more stability now defensively as well. Hopefully that'll work out. I don't know if I'll make any more changes in the final 30 minutes or not. We'll just wait and see exactly what we need in this team. Oh, Nkita won it back. And it's a 1-2 Nkita. The finish isn't good enough. Need to improve, I think, Nkita, because he's got loads and loads of potential, but I just don't think his finish at the moment is quite good enough. I know he's obviously not needing necessarily to be a finisher, but he has got into some good positions at times for us when he's come on off the bench. So yeah, I do think we need to try and train up. I'm not actually too sure what potential he is. I know in game he seems to have great potential, so we'll wait and see whether we can develop him, but for now he's just a little bit lacking quality, I'd say. Oh no, it's an injury, and it's Dara that's gone down injured. He seems to be really, really tired here, so I'm not too sure exactly what the issue is. It might be tiredness, it might be something else. He's going to have to come off, and Malcolm's going to come on to replace him. Not a bad substitute to bring on, but 15 minutes to go here, and Malcolm is going to have to replace him. Hopefully not too bad. He might just have pulled up here. He has, yeah, completely off the ball, pulled up, and that's not looking a good one. We'll wait and see exactly how bad that is after the game. Germain needs to hold this one up for us. Brilliant touchdown there, up against Dante. Wasn't quite wanting to go in that direction. He's still got it, just needs to hold it up in the corner. I think we're going to try and do that just to see out this game. Or unless we could maybe go for another goal here if we can. Nkita to shoot. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, lacking quality on the finish. Yes, it's a 2-1 win, a fantastic result for us. Into the next round, the semi-finals. I'm even more happy about that result, with it being sort of a changed team, really, in this game. So very, very happy with the result, especially against a rival, and ultimately, I think, deserved there. Despite having only 2 shots on target, we had more shots than them, but managed to convert all our shots on target, which is good news, and that puts us into the semi-finals. PSG winning 5-0 in their game, so we might well face them in the final if we were to get there. Obviously, got to get through the semi-finals first. Okay, so a little bit of money there for going through to the next round. Player injured. Dira, torn calf muscle, 3 months he's out for. That's really frustrating because actually we don't have that many players in the squad. We need some more players. And yeah, it's frustrating that it's going to be Dira that leaves us, who's actually been doing an okay job for us at times this season. So yeah, frustrating that he's now injured. But I think we are in a little bit of a crisis at the moment. The only option we have is recalling players that we've loaned out, which is obviously not too bad. We do have some good young players out on loan, there's no doubt about it, and I'm really looking forward to the next season when we have these players back. Another one of our players is injured, one of our loan players. But ideally we would be able to recall these players back, but obviously we don't have enough money for most of the players anyway, so a little bit of an issue there, but we will wait and see what comes of this transfer window, whether we are going to get rid of Fabinho for however much. We'll wait and see. Player's been sold. Who is this? It's our young goalkeeper. 250 grand added onto the budget. Bid in for Germain. £16 million from Sunderland. Okay, this is a fairly large bid. Still less than what his value is. But I'm going to look for £35 million. Almost, well, more than double what they've put in a bid for. But if they want him, they're going to have to pay that amount. To me, that is how much he's worth. And I wouldn't be against selling him necessarily, but it would have to be for a decent enough amount. Atalanta come back and match the £3 million for Raggi. So he seems to be on the way out here. Monthly scouting update also could do with trying to find another centre-back in here, ideally. We've got to find one that's good enough, and we'll hopefully find one in here, but there's not any massively decent players currently. And, yeah, all of them pretty average. Not too sure what position this guy is, but we will sign him up because his potential seemed okay, so we'll see what comes of that. Another player sold. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's Fabinho. He's gone, and it's for much less than what he's worth. Oh, £14.5 million is how much we get now to try and replace him. And it's on the day of the game against Marseille. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why did the board do this? Why would you sell for a player for much less than what we can get for them? Oh no, Fabinho's just gone. Just like that. No chance of even managing to try and keep him through obviously sending out a loan or something like that. He is just gone. Okay, so we've got to try and replace Fabinho now, and this is the guy I'm going to put in a bid for. It's a guy from Nice that I've scouted before, and they've also got a lot of good young midfielders, Nice, and that means we have a lot of options to choose from. This one kind of fits us best because his value's about what we can spend. He's also got quite a good salary as well, and the other players are a little bit more expensive that we can choose from. Stats-wise, he also fits what we're after as well. Height, 5'11", he's one of the taller ones that Nice have. He can play quite a few positions in the centre midfield. He's also fast as well, great stamina. Overall stats-wise, you can't really argue with those, can you, to be honest? Not many weak stats in there whatsoever, so we are going to put in a bid. It's whether we cannot actually afford him, but we'll wait and put in a bid now. We'll just go with a £15 million bid and see what they say. Obviously a little bit less than what the chief executive reckons. We'll also put in a bid for Cosello as well, I think is how I pronounce his name. A little bit cheaper actually, this guy. £10 million is how much he's valued at. And we will put in a bid for £12 million, see what they say. We've also got the money in for Raggi as well. But we might have to spend that on another centre-back. We'll wait and see. If we do sign a centre-back though, it will also be much worse than Raggi, I think, as a fifth centre-back just to come into the squad. Now let's go on with the game against Marseille. This will be the final game that we play in today's episode. Let's change around the team and see if we can get ourselves 3 points in the league. Okay, so this is how I'm going to go with. Obviously heavily changed. The team virtually picks itself, to be honest. Subasic starting in goal, Sidibe starting at right back, Glick and Zuma there at centre back with Mendy as our left back. Bakayoko and Moutinho playing alongside each other. No Fabinho now, obviously. Silva on the left hand side, Malcolm on the right hand side with Falcao in behind Mbappe. We're going to go with that, see how it goes. This is a match I've gone with plenty of options on there, although mainly options that are a little bit tired or young, so it's difficult. Our bench is a little bit stretched at the moment, especially with injuries and also players leaving as well. But we'll wait and see how we get on against Marseille. We really fought and played together very well in the last match. Hopefully we can do the same against Marseille and try and pick up some points against a tough team. Okay, here we go against Marseille. We've got to bear in mind that they do have Payet playing this match amongst some other very, very talented players, obviously, like Abu Dhabi. Let's see how we get on in this game in the league. Hopefully get ourselves a good result. It's a tough team, so we are expecting a very difficult game here. But I'm just hoping we've got enough quality in here to try and cause them some issues and ideally get ourselves an early goal like we did in the last match. Malcolm looking for Mbappe here. Bakayoko's coming to support him. He's going to shoot. Falls maybe for Falcao. Nearly got brought down. And he's going to have to try and turn and shoot here. Oh, what a goal! Oh my days, again we're 5 minutes into the match. Falcao smashes it into the back of the net. That's a fantastic goal. Oh my days, what a turn. Look at this, just keeps control of the ball. Bang, see you later. Takes 2 players out of the game and smashes it in the top left hand corner. What a goal. One of the best ones that we've scored in this career mode. And what a way to start the match. Again, another quick early start from us. Fantastic stuff. And now got to make sure that we retain our lead for the next 10-15 minutes and then start to attack again. Malcolm looking for a pass through here to Silva. He's looking for Mbappe, to be honest, but Silva coming inside. Mbappe needing another option. Falcao trying to find Malcolm again. Oh, he actually wins it back and accidentally shoots. That was meant to be a standing tackle. Silva playing it inside now. Mbappe going to turn and shoot. Gets blocked. Falls for Malcolm. Can he find a cutback? He has done, but that is dreadful. Is that Sidibe? Why didn't you just leave it for Mbappe? He was a goal scorer. Oh no, it was falling perfectly, I think, for Mbappe there, but he just takes over and, wow, it's gone completely off target. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Malcolm onto Sidibe. Can he redeem himself? Went for the shot, gets blocked, needs to win this one still. Falcao, oh, another block. Really putting their bodies on the line here, Marseille in defence. Doing a fantastic job of blocking any of our chances. But I tell you what, we are really fighting for this game, really causing some really difficult issues in their defence, and at the moment we're coming out on top. Oh. What? How's that not a foul? He missed the ball and took me out. That's surely a foul. I won't complain if we score here though. Malcolm, gonna have to cut it back. Mbappe it must be. Oh. Same direction as Sidibe's shot earlier. Half-time, winning this game 1-0. Should be 2 or 3, really, to be honest. The game should pretty much be over by half-time. 0 shots. And that stat and the scoreline concern me at the moment. The amount of times that we've been 1-0 and really dominant, not taking our chances. The amount of times that has happened and we've gone on to draw the game or lose the match is unbelievable. So our target has to be to get ourselves a second goal. We've got to get ourselves another opportunity to score. And yeah, try and give ourselves more breathing space. Otherwise, eventually Marseille will create a chance, and eventually they'll probably score one as well. So need to be, again, more dominant than the first half. Even more dominant if we can. That's a brilliant chance. We've just got to take one. Yes, well played, Silva. On to Falcao. Needing some support here, Falcao. Going to get it from Silva, hopefully. Silva! Oh, side netting. Thought that was the goal. So disappointing yet again to miss out on the chance to get ourselves a second goal. No! It's going to be a goal as well. Dimitri Payet.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
It's the first shot. Oh, we need to look at this on the replay because that's dreadful. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'll show you the part where I knew they were going to score. And it's just at this point here. I go in with Glick. You can see Glick in the yellow boots there. Go in with Glick. Make an okay challenge. I don't know why he's so far up the pitch. I haven't brought him this far. He was just there, and I brought him in for the challenge because he was there. Makes the challenge. I try and step in there with whoever that is in the boots, and obviously that interception results in them getting past us. Glick's out of position. At this moment, I panic because there's nobody else around. Step up there with Kirk Zuma. Sidibe, dreadful job. Just watches him go. Just watches him go. How dare you watch him go like that? Obviously, at this stage, you know they're going to score because we can't get back in time. Payet with the finish. I think Somerset should do better. First shot, first goal. I said it at half-time. Yeah, we've seen it so many times. It's so predictable. Very, very, I'm not going to say unlucky, just poor. Defensively, very, very poor. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. But 20 minutes to try and get back in this game. But we should never be in this position. That's my point. And we got the opportunity here to try and redeem ourselves. Ep11 it falls to. He's going to hit it. Hits our own player, but he tries again. Couldn't quite find the bottom right-hand corner. It's been saved. And Ep11 to deliver. Decent ball in. Mbappe's in there. Can't quite pick him out. Ep11 is going to go for the head back in. And a good communication between the defence and goalkeeper. Okay, first change. Jaman's going to come on. We are going to take a foul count. Very, very tired at the moment. He's done fantastically for us. But 12 minutes to go. We've got to hope that Jaman can come on and do something here because it's frustrating. Really frustrating. I don't even know whether he'll get any time, Jaman, because the amount of time it takes for the substitute aid is ridiculous. But we've just got to hope that the ball goes out of play naturally so that we don't have to boot it out ourselves. Come on, Mendy. For God's sake, you take the mick here. Someone's got to make a run. Yes, come on, Malcolm. Please, do something. Malcolm! Oh, he's only gone and scored at the 90th minute. It's 2-1. Oh, my days. All hope was lost. Malcolm scores with his right foot as well. It's his weaker side. And in the 90th minute, we've got ourselves a winner. What a run. Patrice Evra, obviously the ageing Patrice Evra there, not being able to catch up to Malcolm with his tiring legs as well. But what a finish. Oh my days. It's 2-1. It's worked. Oh my days. Finally getting ourselves a little bit of luck and getting ourselves what should be 3 points here. It is. Happy to take it, even though we've not done it properly. We've not managed to get ourselves the win properly, but it's a win. That's the main thing in these sort of games. And when we're playing with everything going against us, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal for Marseille. Unbelievable stats. We've had ourselves 14 shots, 7 on target, only scored 2 goals. Such a disappointment. We've had so many opportunities there. I lost count in the end. Absolutely gutted that we didn't get more, but we've managed to get ourselves a win. That was key for us, getting ourselves a win, and we'll wait and see where that puts us in the league. Okay, so after that one, we are now 5th in the league, just above Bordeaux, who have got a game in hand, so it doesn't really affect us that much, to be honest. The other teams around us have kind of won, I think, as well, so it's not affected us too much. I think actually maybe PSG lost their match, because we've gone just 10 points behind them now, because I think before it was 13, so that's the only positive, but other than that, not really too much of a change. Okay, we're going to finish off today's episode with some player development. I think we might actually just quickly change the young goalkeeper here. We're going to give him a bit of a rest. We're going to now bring in one of our younger midfielders in Keita, who I actually think could really, really do very well for us if we train him up. But for now, just the finishing, attack position and shot power. Let's see how we get on this week. Hopefully get Malcolm going up, but we'll wait and find out exactly what happens. And Malcolm does go up to 81 overall. Lamar stays at 82, gets close to 83 though, with Mbappe also closing in on 83 overall as well. And yeah, let's pretty much conclude today's episode. We are going to sim a couple more days just to see exactly what happens, but then we will be wrapping up today's episode. Bakayoko wants to fill in for Fabinho. He's going to be doing that anyway. Raggi leaves us, goes to Atalanta, so we've got to try and fill him in as well. And again, that leaves us with a budget of just over 17 million and 75 grand a week on the wage. And we've also got another transfer offer in for our striker yet again. We've got a player here that we've been trying to get rid of. We're just going to ask for what he's worth again. 350 grand, hopefully this time he can actually leave. And some bids that we've had rejected and accepted from Nice. They want £26 million for their midfielder here that we put in a bid for. This was our kind of #1 priority, I think, to try and sign him. Cyprian, I think is how you pronounce his name. £21 million, obviously more than we can really afford to spend. So a player that has been accepted is Vincent, and that's £12 million. So let me know your thoughts on these signings in the comments below. We'll decide in the next episode based on them. We'll go, I think, important first team player, I think is fair. And just let me know your thoughts about these potential signings and any suggestions that you guys have in the comments below. Borussia Mönchengladbach trying to sign him, but for a little bit less, in fact quite a bit less, £9.5 million. And yeah, we won't go any further now. We'll leave it down to you guys as to who I sign and sell in the next episode. Leave us some suggestions as well as what you think of those bids that I put in today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.